The first quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports.
This one fielded at the 5.
Here we go, back. Check pitch. Strike it. 3-3. That's one.
They begin this drive with Chubb.
And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 23.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They fake the handoff. Now Tua.
And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. That's Gregory Rousseau getting in there to bring him down. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at 3rd down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback too.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Tua going to throw. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown.
Riley Patterson now for the extra point.
He's got it, and the Jets lead 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams. Down shy of the 20.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
This defense for the Jets, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
And that flag's on Myles Garrett, and we know he's got a nose for getting after the quarterback, but that time, even though he's going to protest it a little bit, he's a step late, and they hit him with the penalty.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Following the penalty, Chubb.
They'll take it past the 40 to the 41, second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Against a team coming off a win, just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Looking to pass. Tua. And that is incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow, out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
Talk about angling that one perfectly, partner. We know the ball can bounce anywhere, especially how it's shaped. But that one, as if on cue, goes out of bounds perfectly.
Perfect indeed, right at the 1-yard line. Excellent coffin corner punt.
A first carry for the rookie from LSU, Ty Davis-Price.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, he got what he could there, just trying to move forward and gain a little bit of yardage and create some space. You know the pressure is going to be tough defensively.
Here we go, here we go.
Another touch for Davis-Price.
And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Play action. It's Wilson. Hard throw, incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And that one didn't accomplish a whole lot. It'll be down inside the 35-yard line.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Chubb running right, and he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
2nd down, here's Chubb again.
There's a nice move, and he's going to get this down close to a first at about the Jets' 22. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Robbie Gould on now to try the field goal. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. The kick by Gould is good. So the big return had him fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only mustered 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a first down.
The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. Oh, a mistake there. The kickoff out of bounds. So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now it's Wilson. Airing it out deep for Woods. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Throwing is Wilson. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson. There's Mooney with another catch. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw there complete to Mooney. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Wilson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Justin Reed. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away? It could cost them a ball game.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Ready up. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd down.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching the bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
You always worry about those smaller receivers running through that gnarly patch of land in the middle of the field. But he did a really nice job there holding on to the football and protected himself as best he could while completing the play.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. They'll get this complete to the Notre Dame man, Equanimeous St. Brown. The Jets at 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they're hitting their stride of late, winners of 3 of their last 4.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. On 3rd down, Wilson. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Kwan Williams. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. Right. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And Chubb will try the middle here. A tackle made by Boye Mafe.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Off-tackle run here for Nick Chubb. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. The offense on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And he missed it. He missed it just wide of that left upright. It's no good. And that will keep this a 4-point game.
Looked like he might have overcompensated there for being on the right hash because you've got to make sure you get the angle right. But that time he started it too far left and winds up hooking it way too far.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say that great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite at that level and not of that age. But I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. And it's complete to Adams. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's another 1st down as this time they get an even 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This is caught. And he's brought down. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Ty Davis-Price with his first career NFL touchdown. And they are able to add on to their advantage. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. And that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And Moore, he's going to sit on this one, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Tua. He's got his 6'5 receiver. That's Tim Patrick. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Let's go now.
Chubb on the counter. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Tua sets up to pass it. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 42. A good pickup there, 22. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Tua. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Tua going to run again. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. The keeper gets him 7 that time, but it'll lead to a 3rd down. A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
Escaping the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now it's Wilson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Here's Wilson to throw.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt.
And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. They'll roll him out right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A very solid gain of 27.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Tua's throw taken in here by Patrick. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
On play action, here's Tua. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Tua going to throw.
This one incomplete. Almost picked off by the rookie, but he couldn't quite look it in. And now it's 4th down.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with a 14-3 advantage already, we'll see how much they want to try to push things, if at all. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
On 2nd and 10, Wilson. And this one is incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Here's Wilson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he will have a first down as they're in field goal range now at the 30. So we've hit halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the home team, the Jets, leading this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. Taken in at the 3. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing in, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Cooper, the man in motion left. Second and 10. It's Wilson again. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That one goes for 24 yards. On first down, Wilson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jamel Dean. And the Dolphins are going to take over here up near the 40. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. From midfield, here's Tua. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 35. They go up the middle with Chubb. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Gregory Rousseau able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval. It's a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. It's a loss of 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. The 1st and goal looked like things were set up nicely, and now all of a sudden on 2nd and goal, Charles, a big challenge ahead of them.
And you have to know when you're this close to the goal line, things are going to happen faster, so you've got to get the ball out quick. Not going to have much time in the pocket before the defenders bring pressure.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tim Patrick, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are back within a score. So a strong drive here to lead off this 3rd quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive because they had to be saying, we didn't put our best foot forward in the 1st half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a prove-it drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
So now the Dolphin offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. Tua going to try and throw for it. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach, everywhere, seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time, and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a miss-hit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. They go play action now. Wilson. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he's on to punt for New York.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were in the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw complete there to Moore. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
From the 38, Tua. Dancing to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that. And they force another incompletion.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb, and he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Looking to pass. Tua. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 34-yard line. From the gun, it's Tua. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Tua to try again on 2nd down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 19. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Here we go.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Tua to throw again.
he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked off by Boye Mafe. And the Jets force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. So that a definite deflator there on the interception.
Yeah, you work your way down the field thinking you're in position for a go-ahead score. But all it takes is one errant throw, and this one winds up a turnover.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They get the crucial turnover, just huge, but now they've got the football deep in their own territory, and you got to be careful because if you give it right back, there goes your lead.
Have to be extremely happy with their defense. They received a gift. That takeaway, even though they're deep in their own territory, now they have the football. And you know there's always that alpha on defense, that grouchy guy. Forget what the coaches said. I'll guarantee you, he told the quarterback, we just took care of you. Now you take care of us.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Foyesade Oluwakan made the tackle there from his safety position. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Big yardage that time for the Jets. 56 yards. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run in the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there. Davis Price fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Davis Price again, and this time he's not going anywhere. In fact, he'll lose yardage back to the 3. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
How about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield, and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. They'll try and run for it with Davis Price. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Riley Patterson on. A lot of pressure on this kick. This to put him a touchdown and a 2-point conversion up. Patterson's kick is good, and that'll push the lead up to 8. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
Running room at the 50. Look out. There he goes left side. He will score. Touchdown, Miami. And that big return sets them up for the potential to now tie this game here in the 4th.
Let's see if they want to ride the momentum of that return for a touchdown because, as you and I both know, that's a monster play. Do you want to ride that momentum into a 2-point try, or do you line up and go ahead and kick the extra point?
They'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
And they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on.
And now the rookie's free. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that, man. One play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
Let's go now.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They'll start by running the option to the right. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper. Play action. Now it's Tua. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. That's on the guard, Laken Tomlinson.
On the set. Field.
Tua. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. Now Tua. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can. Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Tua to throw. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 40. Here's Tua. Finding his big receiver Patrick over the middle. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on first down. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go.
Let's go.
Tagovailoa. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
The kick by Gold is good, and that'll move them back within 6 now.
Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
So it's a victory here for the New York Jets.
Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today. And really, I mean, we know why. Those 3 turnovers by that offense, that's ultimately what doomed them.
And this is what coaches preach all the time to every team that we ever talk with. Taking care of the ball on offense, trying to take it away on defense. And let's face it, when you give it away 3 times in one game, you make it very difficult for your team to get the W.
So for the Jets, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they will hit the road next week for a date with a Green Bay.